Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac, Repentance. For today, we're going to do another challenge, this time the Cantripped challenge, because I feel like it. And that's my full reasoning. So, rather than having items in this run, we get a bunch of cards that you can see in the bottom right, that you can use for a one-use item for that room. It kind of works. It's surprisingly okay. It helps that you only need to go to Mom's Foot at the end of the day, admittedly. Every time you kill an enemy, there's a chance they drop a card. Every time you clear a room, there's a chance a card gets dropped. This time we get the Sharp Key, which I think, if it's an active item, you can only use it once. But it does end up giving you the benefits sometimes. But apparently not with this one, though. Because I think you can get into a situation where if you get like a bomb item, like a passive bomb item at least, you'll get the 5 extra bombs and stuff like that. So you can get some good stuff out of it. With Spider Butt, you just get the old Spider Butt, of course, but it is occasionally fairly useful for clearing a room. I'm not really sure when I want to use any of these items, but I kind of want to get rid of them. So I probably will just use a couple of them here to replace my current cards. Restock, I mean, could be useful, but I don't think I'm ever going to have money, so let's just leave that alone. That's fine. Not really super exciting, but it'll occasionally help with clearing a room, I suppose. It creates a bunch of poops. But maybe if we can find something a little bit more interesting, that would be lovely. Slow shot. Not bad. I don't really want soy milk ever. Not in my current situation, at least. This doesn't really seem that interesting either. Book of Sins, might as well. Free bomb, very nice. And slowly but surely we are running out of cards to actually use, but it's fine. We're gonna get a lot more cards. Every time we beat a boss, it's going to drop a one of those things that lets you carry more cards for the remainder of the run, so that's kind of nice, and you do keep that one rather than it disappearing after you leave a room. This is not the greatest boss to be fighting right now. I'm actually gonna use both in case I take damage. And I was not aware these would actually drop anything too, but apparently they do. That could be actually kind of neat. Ladder, that's okay. That's just a bunch of hearts. And also some tier rate, of course. So I guess we're just going to create a bunch of stuff here with all the friends that we have made here. It's only going to be useful for this room, but still it's a lot of stuff that we can use for this boss at least, so that's nice. Compound Fracture. Alright, there we go. That'll clear the remainder of this boss, I'm sure. It's going to be kind of unfortunate when we leave this room and everything's gone. I also think that if you use Glowing Hourglass, you keep more stuff than you probably should, which is kind of nice. Like, I think you just keep whatever item you had when you used it, and that can kind of go weird. Also, because we're Tainted Cane, you get a lot of information on screen, which I thought I actually turned off. So, do I remember what button that is? I think it's this one. Let's just real quickly. There is like a Tainted Cane thing here. Hold. There we go. That's a lot less cluttery, and I can appreciate that. Alright, so we have a pill, which is a speed up for one room. That's not super exciting. Duplopia, that has its potential. Also, any transformation you get, you won't actually keep, so it is what it is. Boomerang, we can actually use that to destroy a shopkeeper, which did have a coin in his face there. Unfortunately, he didn't drop it, but still, it would have been nice if he did. That's... I mean, it's not really anything, is it? That's not really too exciting. Marbles... I don't know if you get trinkets in this, actually. That could be interesting, I suppose. Similarly to this could be interesting, but I'm not sure if I really want to bother. This will give us trinkets, at least. I'll take this one and actually buy something from the shop, maybe. There wasn't any soul hearts here, unfortunately. Yeah. Maybe if we get a soul heart on one of the next floors, that would be lovely. That is that. And stopwatch. Alright, well. Not exactly amazing, but fair enough. It's only the first floor. There is still many more cards to pick up, so it's ultimately inconsequential. Curse of the Blind, I'm not sure if that matters at all. I don't think that actually affects me. Also, we seem to have spectral tears for some reason. Presumably, some kind of item effect still carried on. That wasn't supposed to, but yeah, fair enough. I guess from this point on, we're just going to have... Or piercing shots, rather, which I can't fully explain, but I'll take it. It certainly is fairly useful, especially for these rooms. If we're fighting just a whole bunch of flies in a row, then that's just going to give us a bunch of cards. Probably want to check out some of these afterwards, but we'll see about that. Kind of want to use Diplopia on Soul Hearts, actually. So if we can somehow get a bomb somewhere, then I wouldn't mind destroying that one Tinted Rock. And carrying on with my day with hopefully large quantities of health. Because health is a fairly useful thing to have in this challenge. As long as you effectively just get a build that can clear Mom's Foot, then you're probably going to be okay. That's kind of the goal, I suppose, for this one. Yeah, I'll do that. That'll do. Let's just take all of this. Not sure how Devil Deals work. I think you just have a card that you can pick from. You can't see what it is, but it'll be a card, so I suppose that's kind of nice. We can blow this up. For another Soul Heart. Very good. There is an arcade room, which is a little tempting. It's kind of a shame that I used my, my piggy bank, because I think we could have got a lot of money with the blood donation machine hadn't we done that, but fair enough. Let's see if we can just drag a whole bunch of these tears inside the boss here. Just try to deal as much damage as possible. Let's actually just use this. This might simplify things a little bit if we just put that in there. There we go. Probably should be shoot. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be shooting because then I moved the fly. I guess, yeah, that's a little annoying. I might go for angel rooms actually because I don't know what is waiting for me there. So fair enough. There's a lot of cards on this floor, so let's see if we can just get rid of some of this stuff. Tear rate's not bad actually. Let's do that. Fly. Like, arguably, you could go for, like, 3 fly items if you needed to get flight for one room, because you'd be able to get, like, the Lord of the Flies transformation. It's a little bit fiddly for sure, but it would work. Blue flame for one room isn't really that spectacular, but once again, we can use it to destroy a shopkeeper. Which this time only had spiders inside, but still, it would have been fun if it worked out. Is that Mars? Yeah, it is. Don't mind not having that, but that is Squeezy, which I don't mind because that's 2 more Soul Hearts. So again, that's just one of those nice little things. Smelter could be good if we find another trinket, I suppose. And with that, I might as well just go on to the next floor. Am I though? Let's check out this first. I don't care about ladder. Don't care much about that. Eraser could be interesting. Yeah, let's keep that one. I'll just get rid of this then. For the 2 extra Soul Hearts and a syringe. Syringe could be good if you want to get spun for the final fight. But it's not exactly an ideal method of trying to destroy Mom's Foot at the end of the day, I suppose. Because you'd have to give up 3 item slots just for a transformation. But still, it could be kind of neat. This I don't actually mind. Let's get rid of you. Come on. Boop. And hopefully, that should still continue to work for the remainder of this run, and we'll just never find those anymore. That would be lovely. We could use there's options, I suppose, because what's the harm? It'll just give us the choice of this particular room, and that could be fairly useful. I think I'll definitely keep stopwatch, because I think that will make the Mom's Foot fight just very easy, so that would be nice. I suppose it's somewhat obvious, but I guess it's worth mentioning that if you can just beat if you can beat Mom's Foot without items, then this challenge isn't super exciting. For the most part, at least. The rooms are still what they usually are, so that's not an extra worry. I'm actually going to use this, because I don't want to deal with that champion very much. And then I got hit by a regular spider twice, so fair enough. Clearly I got into my own head, but also I just wanted to have the space available, I suppose, for something that could be perhaps a little bit more interesting. I don't know if there's like an optimal strategy for this challenge other than occasionally getting those items which for some reason just stay, because obviously that's kind of nice to have. So we got the glowing hourglass. I'm still a little curious if my theory is correct about things just staying when you have the Glowing hourglass. I kind of want to find the shop, I suppose, because that's usually where the most cards are. So let's see if we can just break this. Because it would be lovely. Because you do lose the glowing hourglass card after using it. So that does disappear at least. But I remember having a flashlight for the entirety of a run at one point when I did this in kind of a practice run. So that would be kind of neat. It would be nice if we could just move these cards to different rooms as well. I guess I should fight the boss first. And then just find the room with the most cards in it. And then just try and see if we can make that work. For now, we'll just have to move along. We at least are going to be able to not worry about troll bombs for the remainder of this run, which I can appreciate. There is the boss. Fighting these without items can be a little tedious, as you can probably imagine, but simultaneously getting a lot of cards out of it. So that is kind of nice. I assume you can probably just get any item that spawns enemies to just drop infinite cards as well. That's 4 cards in one room. That is likely going to be the room where we're going to have some fun. Might just fight this with a bomb, I guess. He just tried to spawn a spider and nothing came out. I guess I don't need to use bombs against this one. If you can't actually spawn the enemies. Although you can still spawn the little spiders, I suppose. But we did use our eraser on a solid choice at the end of the day, I guess. That ended up working out. There we go. A bit more space. 3 more cards. I don't really care about this. I don't really care about that. I don't really care about that. Okay. Let's just explore a little bit more. There could technically be a room with more cards than what we saw there. That worked out very well. I didn't expect that to happen. That's key, sure. Open up a secret room as well, so that's nice. Let's just try to find a passive card. That's pretty good. I mean, using the smelter right now, I guess doesn't hurt either. So I might as well. Not really super interested in this. That'll do, I guess. Yeah. And some hearts. I'd love some more soul hearts, I guess, yeah. Also the secret room opened, which I shouldn't forget about. Alright, let's see if this theory works. It would be really nice if it does, because it's just a lot of stuff. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna have lost a lot of items, I guess, at the end of the day. Although I guess you can just come back here and they'll be back as well. Sure. Take that. Okay, so that doesn't work. I don't know. Maybe I did something else. Maybe flashlight just stays. It's just one of those weird things where it just hangs out forever, I suppose. It's a little unusual, but hard to draw exactly why it would happen. Ah, well. Let's go clear out the remainder of this floor, see if we can get a little bit more health, because we have lost out on a little here and there. Maybe we can just blow up these rocks as well. And get that chest. Come on. Try a little harder, please. I need you to help me because I have no bombs. There you go. That looks right. Can you just throw one here as well just for fun? That didn't look right. Let's try that one more time. Like, we opened the regular secret room, and if we could open up the super secret room as well, then that'd be lovely. Don't seem too interested in shooting there. Admittedly, there's a decent chance it's not going to be there, but I would like to be sure. Of course that was the shot that stopped him. Come on. He is not cooperating, though. Come on. You know you want to shoot a green ball at me right here? Nah, that's probably close enough. The other one probably was as well, but I just wasn't sure about it. But that'll do. There you go, another bomb, very cool. Bible. Oh, I guess Bible's really good, huh? I guess Bible sort of nullifies anything that you could possibly require for the Mom's Foot boss fight as well. Yeah. Alright, that does change things a bit. Let's get rid of that. I think this is just a lookup, yeah. I guess I should have waited until there was a chest to use that, but yeah, it's too much of a hassle to wait that long. Aquarius, I don't really care that much about either. Book of... could that actually end up being good? Maybe. That's the soul heart. That's a map. I'll save that for the next floor. I feel like this is never gonna happen. That's another syringe. Shame it doesn't remember the first one that we got, but it's fair enough. I guess next time we don't have a Curse of the Lost, I'll just end up using that map, because why not? It would theoretically be better at a later stage where, you know, we'd be in the depths, but simultaneously we might not have a map at that point, so I don't really want to risk that. But yeah, if my theory works, then we can just use the Bible and insta-win the final boss fight of this challenge, and obviously that would be quite nice. I'm hoping that's true. It wouldn't be too strange if it was true, at least, so there is that. And that's gonna be my full theory on why this should be a thing. Let's just use a couple of these items to clear a couple of rooms as well, because I feel like occasionally having an item might actually be kind of nice, I suppose. Ooh, Booger Tears are good as well. We might actually end up using this for fun. Don't know if there's anything in this direction, but I'm just gonna check it out because it seems safe enough. Especially with rooms like this, that's not a worry. And that is a friend. We haven't gotten an angel room yet, so I guess I might as well just blow up some stuff here and there. Let's not just use them randomly in rooms without enemies, but let's actually use them to fight stuff, I guess. I guess that's not too strange. I was hoping for a secret room there, but it's probably next to the arcade room or something like that. I'm actually gonna use... oh, that's Mercurius. I thought this was a different one. I thought this was Neptune. That doesn't seem right. The watery one with the many tears and the charging and the things. You know the one, Poseidon? That also doesn't seem right. Does this change anything? I have to assume the answer to that is no. Flames are pretty good. We have 10 keys? A lot of money. I guess if we find a shop, that would be kind of nice. I guess this would actually work pretty well against... Yeah. That just kills the man. I think this is just a permanent health up as well, so that's pretty neat. Like, you keep the health up. I think the luck down still happens afterwards, but that's fine. Yeah, we lose the luck, we keep the red heart, so all in all, it's a pretty decent trade. Probably just gonna use this book against the boss of this floor, because I think that's just going to clear the room. Regardless of which boss we're fighting, and that does sound quite nice. So let's see if we can make that happen. I guess I can use the dead tooth against some of these enemies as well, because it would at least speed up some of these fights a bit. It's a little tedious to use, due to the fact that I have to be here to use it, but I mean, it's some extra damage. It's actually fairly effective against mushrooms, I'm realizing now. Don't care about that. Sure. Oh, that's a... Oh, right, that's eye drops. Wait, what? Oh, because I'm Kane. I was like, why isn't it only working for one eye? But it's because I only have one. That's the reason. Bambino. That's not terrible, actually. Right. We have that. We don't get troll bombs. Because we have the trinket that we ate with the smelter. Whoops. It's fine. We ended up using the bombs in the end. 85% chance of an angel room. Didn't happen. That's fine as well. Alright, so don't care about that. This is pretty neat just because it's 3 hearts for 1. Wasn't there another card? Yeah, let's use that to get that. Nice. Strategy. I don't know when I'm going to use a sprinkler, but probably not in combination with Ipecac, but it would be kind of funny though. That's funnier. That's an extra soul heart. What? This is just working out wonderfully. This is just a nice little... Technically, we're Tainted Cane run, and having a good time with it. Unfortunately, this is the only instance with Tainted Cane where it's not a complete hassle, so, you know, you gotta take the best of the best, I suppose. I guess we can use Ipecac against the boss of this floor. I'll use the flame somewhere. If we find another mini-boss, I guess it's kind of useful. But that's all I can really think of right now. As long as I just survive. That's really the only thing, because as long as I survive to the mom's foot fight, then we're good. That's really the only thing. I guess I could use stopwatch against the boss of this floor as well, because I don't really have a better place to use that, I feel. I've gotten a surprisingly low amount of bombs this run as well, but that is what it is. Sure. Very good. It says it's an item, and I'm fairly sure it's not. Even though there's like a little dice in there, it will just turn into a card the moment it... Yeah. The moment it's won, so I'm not really going to want to spend all my money on that because it's just not worth it. These enemies are, I guess, also a little bit annoying to fight without items, but not the end of the world. That could be interesting. It's a speed up this time, so not as interesting as I could have hoped. And the moment we leave the room, it's gone, but, you know. If it was to tier 8 or damage, it would have been good. Unfortunately, it was neither. And as such, we're living with the decisions that we've made. But if we've managed to survive, luck up, that still counts forever. Alright, I'm curious. Does this just last forever then? No. How did I keep my... I wonder if I continued the run or something, and that would just break it. That'd be kind of funny. If continuing a run would just let you keep whatever you have. Which wouldn't be the strangest thing in the world. I'm not going to test it out, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's why it worked. Also just going to get rid of this immediately because I do not trust this. I took a weird path here, but it'll do. Alright. Enemies, very good. Boom. Glass cannon is good when you use it once and then it just disappears forever. I mean, I guess it's still like fine these days, but it still scares me. That's really the main thing. Was kind of hoping to get all of them there, but I guess this will do. Because I don't like these jumping ones, but fortunately, most of them were gone already. It's fine. I mean, that's pretty good against the boss. It's also pretty good against this. I will take that against this, because it's otherwise slightly annoying to kill these enemies. And I don't want slight annoyances, I want it to be as easy as it can feasibly be. And that's what we're going for right now. That's a health up. That's bones pertinent. Alright, gate. Boop, boop. Stop watching Ipecac, that'll do. That's a build on its own for most situations, honestly. A little bit more tier 8 wouldn't hurt, but quite frankly, I'd be impressed if the gate manages to do anything this fight. Spawning enemies, which are not dropping cards, surprisingly enough. Oh, there we go. You just gotta complain about it a little bit. And we finally got that angel room I was talking about. Oh, nice. With one card inside. It's meat. The classic angel room item. How to jump. Whoop. Sure. At this point, it doesn't really matter anymore, does it? That Bible has kind of changed the balance of every single card I'm going to get from this point on for the sake of this challenge, I suppose. But I might as well try to make the remainder of this challenge as easy as possible by using those items every now and then. If the Bible doesn't work, I'm going to have some items as backup just in case. Like, I'm going to keep that heart. Because I think, if in the instance that the Bible just doesn't work against Mom's Foot, it's nice to have some damage at least. Similarly for the sinus infection, I guess. Because I think that would just end up being fairly useful. This might stick, actually. It's a range up, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Yeah, that didn't change anything. It might have actually been better if I hadn't already used an item in that room. Whoops. Ah, well. You live and learn. What does this do? I actually don't know. Oh, right, you get, like, stat-ups if you spend money in shops, doesn't it? Well, probably should have done that. But I didn't. It's fine. I need to stop running into these enemies now, though. This is getting a little bit silly. Lost, like, 3 hearts just on this room alone. I should probably at least try and survive through the end. It'll be kind of a shame if we don't even make it to Mom's Foot. But as long as we're a little bit careful, we should be okay. There you go. No concerns. That's pretty good for a room. I used it there because I was scared of bombs. There we go. I mean, I guess they could also just go into a flame. That's also an option. If they create a whole line of creep, then I suppose there's not much I can do with the ghosts either, but fair enough. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. Okay, that's not where I expected you to go. There you go. My reflection, on its own, it's a bit scary. Don't care for it. There's the boss. we have the perfect build to fight the boss, which is 1 item. Yep, still works. Very good. Very nice. And justice has appeared in the basement. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's surprisingly doable, especially, I guess, because you're going to Mom's Foot and you don't really... The items especially become useful after the womb floors and such, but still, it's surprising how well this challenge actually works and how doable it actually is. Yeah, fair enough. We did another thing. We are starting to run low on challenges, actually. Well, there's still a couple here, I suppose. It'll take a while, but... Yeah, we're making decent progress here, all in all. Either way, that will be that. I hope you all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll be doing a different run with a different character. And I hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.